Hey y'all, it's Christy Cook from Teadoddles. Got a little haul video for y'all today. I know I missed my video yesterday, but that was mostly because I kept forgetting I needed to do a video and then it was too late to do a video. But I had to go to the doctor in the neighboring town this morning, and that's where my local Michael's and Joanne's is. So I rarely visit there because it's almost an hour away, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. So last night I watched Bag O' Day's haul from Michael's and saw all that clearance yarn she was getting. And I did look it up online, and it does show what's clearance, but a bunch of it says only available in the store. There's some stuff that says was the opposite, only online, not available in store, or not available in my store. So I have an order that I put in online as well, although it's not as large as this that I'm going to show you, because a lot of it only had one color left or something like that. So yeah, so I suggest if you're in the mood for a yarn haul, you head to your local Michael's, which I was surprised because the last time I went to Michael's, my local Michael's, they barely had any yarn. They had a good bit more. A lot of it was in the middle aisle now, but they had more yarn, which was good. They actually had line brand yarn. So first I'm going to show you what I got at Joanne's. I went to Joanne's because they were having a sale on some of their fabrics. So that's why I went to Joanne, although I didn't find as much as what I was looking for. So I am having an afternoon cup of coffee. I love you more than bacon. Because it's Friday. Didn't have an afternoon class. It's a little bit after 2:30. Figured out some things at the doctor, but I'll talk about that in my podcast. I'm not going to talk about that on this video. So let's just look at the stuff, right? This is, I like watching haul videos and seeing what they got. It's exciting, even though it can be detrimental to my pocketbook sometimes, as what happened in this case. So first, let's talk about what I got at Joann's, okay? Now, I went to Joann's because they had their pre-cuts on sale, which I talked about that in Tuesday's video about pre-cuts. They had them buy one, get one half off, and that made them a really good price. So I had most of the stuff I looked at online was sold out or only available in store. And in my store, they used to have a fairly large section of pre-cuts, and now they just had one like end bin, like on an aisle, and there's not much in there. So I did get this, although I didn't find another one to do the buy one get one free, so I just used my 50% off coupon I had on this one. So this is a bunch of plaids and kind of neutrally colors. I've had some of these before, and they're a pretty nice fabric. They're like shirting material, which I like to use. These have some metallic in them, which is really nice. Although I feel like this is the only one that really has metallic. Can you see it? It's got little bits on it. There was a jelly roll in there that was not pinked on the edges, and it was shredding all over the place. Because it actually looked like some nice fabric, but I didn't want it because the edges were so shredded. But so anyway, I did get this. There's only 5 in here. These are fat quarters. I don't know what the price was. I got it for 50% off on that. So I just used a coupon on that one. So then I got some ribbons. I think these are, well, I think the plain ones are $1.99 each, regular price. These are Offray ribbons. But they had a coupon in the app for 50% off your entire purchase of Offray ribbon. So I picked out a few to have on hand for bag tabs and stuff. I usually use ribbon that I kind of recycle from that comes around stuff, but sometimes I find need for, that is still not focused right, is it? For other ribbons, so I forgot to grab some while it was half off. Then I did get one sewing pattern. McCall's patterns were $1.99. I had this one on my list already, so I just went and grabbed it. It's a pants and short pattern. It is M M7726 was interested in this view here. These pants. The wide leg and the kind of paper sack top is what they call that. Or paper bag top. The other ones are not. I can't see myself making any shorts. I don't wear shorts. Can you believe that? I live in the South and I don't wear shorts. I wear capris, but I don't like the way my legs look in shorts, so I don't wear shorts. So I did get that one. There's a Vogue pattern I want to get because Fabric Mart is having it's called Sew the Yellow Dress or something like that, but you don't have to sew a yellow dress. You're just supposed to use that pattern and sew a version of it. So I've got some fabrics over here that would make it look great for that, but I need the pattern, and Vogue patterns weren't on sale, so I didn't get them there. I ordered it online somewhere. You usually get a good deal. Okay, then the other things I got was a few fabrics. I don't typically buy fabrics from Joanne. Number one, any of the novelty fabrics, typically other bag makers, you'll see them with those fabrics, which is fine. And they tend to be not as soft. A lot of people talk about how soft my bags is. How soft my bags are. It's because I use a higher thread count fabric. I buy designer fabrics, which I buy online. They can be pricier, but I look for deals just like I do when I look for Joann's fabrics. But Joann's does have a premium line of fabric that is a very nice fabric, and it when it goes on sale I like to get some of it. But some of these are novelty because I wanted to do some things for St. Patrick's Day. So, but this is a nice, I liked this, very springy, has this blue bee on it. Remember the blue bee fabric I got before? It looks very similar to this. So I thought, oh, look at there. That kind of matches my fabric I already have. It's very pretty colors. They had this in two other colorways. They had it with a greenish background. They're grassy green, not grass green. That makes it like a apple green, yeah, background, and I think a blue. I liked the white one the best. So I got that. Then I got this one because I really liked the colors, and it has a little bit of sparkle in the smudges. It'll be great for summer bags and things. Then I got these three because I'm gonna do some St. Patrick's Day bags, probably mini maker bags, because I feel like that's probably what I'll do. I don't think I'll do, I did wind up with 2 yards of this because there was only 2 yards left, and I just went and took it. It was on clearance, which is odd because it's not even St. Patrick's Day yet, but I liked, Lucky's got something to say today. Nobody cares, Lucky. No. So, yeah. This one's a thinner, lighter weight cotton, so it's kind of lightweight. Now these two were the Keepsake Calico, which it can be a cheaper fabric on sale, but it tends to be stiffer. It's not as soft. If you feel a feeling of this, like you can feel it and tell what it feels like. A lot of times what I'll do is wash these before I use them, just to soften them up a bit. But the lower thread count fabrics, that's why they're not as soft. It's just like sheets, right? I've talked about that before. Higher thread count sheets are softer than lower thread count sheets. It's the same way with fabrics. So that's why art gallery fabrics are so very soft. They're 200 thread count fabrics. I don't know why they cost a lot usually, but you can find them on sale still. Okay, so this will be some fun. Yeah, I think I'll make a bunch of mini maker bags out of this. I don't think I'll make a big one. I think it'll just be fun. Maybe I'll do a small size. Maybe that would be better, like the smaller one. So a mini maker bag is the smallest one, but then I have, if I use a fat quarter to make my mini maker bag, it would be like an inch smaller one direction than my standard size. But then if I use my small maker bag, usually I do it when I have small print, small panels. That's what I'm trying to say. Small panels. But, so I usually, I could probably, I don't know. Y'all let me know down there what y'all want. Would y'all rather have small maker bags? They're about 2 inches bigger all around than the mini maker bags. Neither one has a pocket, but they're just smaller drawstring bags. What do you think? Small or minis? Or a little bit of both? Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'm going to mix and match these fabrics. And I have a rainbow fabric coming that I'm going to throw in there too. Hopefully it'll be here next week. And I'll have it. So, yeah. Now, that was what I got at Joann's. Didn't do too bad. Had a couple coupons in the app. Like I said, 50% off for this and 50% off for this. And the fabric was all on sale. Now, I did find some fabric I wanted for the back of a quilt that I'm working on, a t-shirt quilt, and they didn't have enough in stock. They only had 3 yards. I need 6 yards at least of that one because it's wider. Looked in the app. You could order it online. You have to order at least 2 yards, which is typical of Joann's online. 2, 4, 8 yards. There was no option for 6 yards. I'm like, but why? Why? So I said, well, I'm going to put 2 yards in. And then I went back to the listing and I put 4 yards in. And it gave me the 6 yards. And since I did it on the app in store, they had a coupon where you get free shipping if you ordered it online in the store. So, but I didn't get finished before I checked out. So I was like, I'll look at it when I get home. When I went on my computer to look at it and tried to do the same thing, it automatically went up to 8 yards. It would not put the 6 yards in. So I went through my app and still did it that way. I don't understand. I don't understand. I really don't. But anyway, now we'll look at the yarn. Well, but first I'm going to show you. I got this also at Michael's. It's stamp cleaner. It's very exciting. I needed it for my stamp. I used my 40% off coupon on this because it was like $5.99 for this little thing of stamp cleaner. I wonder what's in here. I didn't even look at it. It doesn't really say what's in it. I know the last one I had smelled kind of like orangey smelling. So, anywho, that's what I got. So now, yarn. So first, I went in there because if you watched Bag O'Day's latest video, she went to Michael's because they had latte cakes for $2.97. And they're showing them online, clearance $2.97, but they all say in the store only. And it said they had some in my store. So I was like, I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow over there. So I'm going to Michael's. I was going to Joann's already. So I'm going to Michael's and see if they got some of them for $2.97 because I have 2 latte cakes I bought when they were like half off one time. Because the regular price is $9.99. Y'all, that's like 75% off. I want to say that's more than 75% off, but I don't have my calculator yet. But that's about 75% off. That's a good deal. So I went in, walked around. You know, I found a clearance section with some other yarns. I did pick up a couple things from there. And then I also found some mandala tweed stripes, which was on sale for $4.99, but they had 20% off extra in the app. So that was a sweet deal. And I was like, well, I'm not even seeing. And I did scan. Now, when she did her video, she showed like, and they had those racks like in the middle of an aisle or yarn on it, like the stack crate looking things. And I scanned a couple of those, and they had some baby blanket yarn that was $2.97, but it wasn't marked at $2.97. But I didn't see any latte cakes. I was like, great, they don't have any. So I'm walking around, and then I go down this one aisle, and there's just these cut open boxes stacked up. Latte cakes, Bernette velvet, blanket yarn, and it has a big sign in front of all of it, $2.97 clearance. I was like, oh. So, and I'm just going to say, those buggies in Michael's are way too small. They got tiny buggies in my Michael's. They're tiny. So, first thing I got one. This was on clearance I got one of these amigurumi. It was on clearance for like $2.97. They were usually $6 when these came out, which I thought was way too much. But that's half price. They had a bunch of them, and I started to get one of each, but for some reason I really wanted to do the hamburger. I have the narwhal. Somebody sent me in a swap, I think. I think it was just because I was hungry, because when I got done yarn shopping, I went to Wendy's and got me a hamburger. So, so anyway, I got the hamburger amigurumi. I just got that one. And then I found 2 of these Karen chunky cupcakes with the little floof on it. And I really loved this colorway. They're both in this colorway. You can see somebody wrapped thread through these because they were kind of falling apart. This one's a little bit worse than the other one, but you know, they were on clearance for $2.77, regular $4.97. So, and I actually have a 3-pack and another colorway coming. I'm not sure if it's the same as this one or not, but I hadn't even seen these in my Michaels. The last time I went to Michaels, I didn't even see these, so I don't know. I hardly ever go in there, so those are some things I got out of the clearance aisle. Then my mandala tweed stripes, which this is, okay. These have 426 yards in them, y'all. They're 150 gram skeins. I have some colors. There's some other colors I wanted. And the regular price in Michaels is $7.99. And they were on sale for $4.99. But I got another 20% off of that. So that's, what, another $1 aroundish. So I got this one. Shooting Star is what it's called. I just love it. I have yet to make anything with these, but they're so pretty. And I've seen things made with them, and they're just lovely. Just lovely. And now this one is called Buddha. I kind of picked through to find the ones that had the color showing the best that I liked. Because some of them start in different points, you know. They all have the same colorway on it, but it's just, you know, whatever. I got Talisman. This is a very bright rainbowy kind of colors. And then I got Wishing Well. All right, I had to pause for a second. I had a phone call. So we're looking at this one, which is, what did I say? Wishing Well. Now this one, I debated on if I had this or not. I couldn't remember. So I went ahead and got it. Now, and this next one is called Cat's Eye. Which I guess, it's pretty, but some of them I don't understand the name. That doesn't really remind me of a cat's eye. And this does not remind me of a shooting star. So, I don't know. I like them. It's pretty. There's pretty color combinations. So those are the mandala striped, tweed stripes I got. I really love these. They're very soft too. So then, I went ahead and picked up some Bernat Velvet. They had Bernat, is it Bernat or Bernat? I don't know. Velvet. They had, what? There's something down in this game, like another, it's like somebody stuck a label down in here. Why did they do that? That's weird. I can't get it out. Unless it's, maybe there's, is all of them like that? I just gotta check. Hold on. Oh, maybe that's just the way the label is. They all have, I guess, the label. It's wrapped down in there for some reason. It's like sticking out the end. Anyway, they had Bernat Velvet, Bernat Crushed Velvet. I didn't like the texture. It wasn't as soft as the Bernat Velvet. Because they call this a number 5. And I know it's because it's velvet. And if you've ever worked with velvet, the stitches tend to get stiffer if you use too small of a hook. because the thickness looks more like a number 4 than a 5 to me. But they also have Bernat Blanket and Bernat Blanket Take 2, which had 2 tones in it. It was kind of cool. I started to get some Bernat Blanket, but I have some blanket yarn in there already. I have a whole bag I got from Ollie's. I was like, I really don't, I need to use that blanket yarn, not get more blanket yarn. So I didn't have any of this velvet. So I opted, now some of these colorways had enough for me because I plan on making a blanket with this. They had some pretty pillow pattern. Look at the pattern on that one. Isn't that pretty? I love that. It is knit, but it looks beautiful. I got, for some reason, I wound up with 2 lavenders, and it must have been, because originally I had picked up all the lavenders, because there was 5, and I was going to put, because these are regular $9.99, they were on clearance for $2.97, so all of that was, and I was like, I'll get all of this color, and I was like, no, you know what, I'm going to get some colors that kind of look good together and do it that way, but I must have missed one in my cart, but, so I have 2 of the lavender, and then I got this mulled rose, which this was the only one they had left, and it's been taped together, but at that price, it doesn't bother me. This one's called Blue Spruce, and I got Wine and Warm Shadow, which is kind of a, it has a pink tone to it. So, let me see if I can do this. This is what I was thinking. It would look really good. Look good in the cart. Those definitely go together. But then that blue, just kind of a gradient blanket of some kind with those colors. That was my plan. I wound up with an extra velvet, that purpley color. So, but they had a like lavender purple color, but it didn't really, I didn't like the way it looked with these colors. So that's my plan with that, to make a blanket with all of those. Should be enough for a blanket. Most of those blanket patterns said they require 4. Most of them are, is that one knit or crochet? Let's see. Yeah, most of the patterns they're showing are knit. I have no desire to knit a blanket. That would take forever. Still working on my sweater. Anyway, so I got 5. Well, like, technically I have 6 since I have an extra one. So that should be enough to make a crochet blanket. All right, now let's look at the latte cakes. So latte cakes, I got one of every color. That's what I did. Latte cakes have like 530 yards. They're 250 gram cakes. So that's plenty for a scarf or something. Or even if I wanted to blend some of them and make a blanket, which I probably won't do. I'll probably be making scarves and stuff for this. But I decided just to get one of every color, which is 14. They had 14 different colors, which is pretty awesome. Actually, I have 2 colors. I don't remember which 2 they are. But some of these colorways I'd been wanting, but I could never get them online because they're only available at Michael's. They're already sold out online. So I was excited because I haven't been to the store in a while. So anyway, let's just look at what I got. I got Frozen Ginger, which this is almost like red, white, and blue. Okay, except that it's not a deep red, and it has some gray, more of a gray tone. Well, I don't know. There's some pink on that color. Does it have? It doesn't. Let's see how that makes. But so I got that one. Then I got Earthen. This one's called Earthen, which that is a good name for that. I liked this one. This one, I didn't understand why it was called Frozen Ginger. I guess because it has that pop of red in there, but ginger root is just beige. Maybe more like that color in the middle. I don't know. This is called Earthen. And then there were several that kind of went together with solids. Well, let me do these other 2, because these 2 didn't have a solid that went with it, really. Well, some of those solids would go with several of these, so. I also got Gray Shock, which this is one I've been wanting because I liked the gray and that pop of bright yellow. I think that's appropriately named. And this is another one I've been wanting. It's called Shocking Teal, which I think that's appropriate name as well. I really like that one. And then these two, I figured if I wanted to blend some, I have them that go together because there's a solid and a stripe. I love the name of this. This is called Roasted Tomato, which in this light it has more of a pink tone, but in the store it did look more reddish. But right now it's very pink looking in this light. So, but it goes, because the color inside this one is almost exactly the same as that, and this one is called Claret. I really liked it. And then these two go really well together. It was a solid, which is called Gray Velvet. And Pepper Ash. I really like that name too. So those go really good together. Or even, you know, this would go, if I can turn things right, you know, it would go, there's several that would work together. You know, these four here would go with some of those solids, but they were more mixed, like some of the different colors, I guess. And then we have these two. That blue is the same as the blue that runs through there. Grinding Teal and Rose Scented. That was a little odd. That doesn't remind me of a rose, or the scent of a rose, really. I don't know. Roses come in all colors, but that was a weird color name. And then these two, there's a purple, goes really well with that purple in there. And this is called Plum. And this is called Elderberry, which I guess, I don't know. And then the last two, they go really well together as well. Blueberry Mist and Horizon Blue, which that's a pretty good name for that one. So that is what I got. Y'all, I got all of those latte cakes. There was 14. I got 6 of the Bernat Velvets. I got 5 mandala striped tweeds, or tweed stripes. I got the 1 amigurumi thing and the 2 little chunky cupcakes, plus my stamp stuff with tax and everything. It was $98. I feel like that was a screaming deal, especially since 10 of those latte cakes original price would have been $100. So I was feeling pretty special when I walked out that door. Special, is that the word I should have been saying? Speckle. I was feeling speckle. We say that sometimes in my family. I have no idea why. But yeah. Well, I was a screaming deal, y'all. I don't know how much money I saved, but I know I saved well over $100. So that is my big fat yarn haul. I had said I was holding out for the Hobby Lobby clearance, but this was the clearance I could not resist. I will probably still visit the Hobby Lobby clearance when they have it, because there's some things I really want. Some yarn of theirs that I love, that I've used, that I got from clearances before, that I'm hoping will be on clearance again in different colors. So that's it. Tell me what you think down below. Tell me, did you go find latte cakes and Bernat Velvet at your Michael's on clearance? I'd love to know. Also, let me know what you think about the sizes for my St. Patrick's Day maker bags. what would be the most, what people are looking for. Yeah, because my shop's pretty much empty again, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are the best. I will fill it up as long as y'all buy them. And on that note, I will see y'all later. Bye.